Welcome all my dear student of TYBC physics class. Today we are going to start second chapter, that is transistor amplifier, which is in the subject electronics paper 5th of TYBC class. Before this, I would like to tell you that half part of this chapter is already studied by you at SYBSC. Now, the next part of that transistor amplifier is I am going to explain you here. First of all, though you are studied amplifier at SYBSC level, but today I would like to repeat the definition of amplification, amplifier, and then we are going to see classification of amplifier. First of all, what is amplification? What is amplification? Amplification is the process of increasing of magnitude of variable quantity of input signal without change its shape. Suppose this is the input signal. Here this is the amplitude of input signal and this is the wavelength of input signal. Now amplification is the process in which magnitude of this varying quantity. Varying quantity means amplitude may vary, wavelength may be vary. So amplification is the process of increasing magnitude of varying quantity of input signal without changing shape. That means when we amplify, amplification takes place, then this signal would like to be this. In this signal, amplitude is goes on increasing. Also wavelength of the signal is also goes on increasing. In this way, this is a very simple and interesting process. Amplification is the process of increasing the magnitude of varying quantity of input signal without change of its shape. Okay. Now amplifier. What is amplifier? Amplifier is the electronic device. Amplifier is the electronic device which amplifies a small or a weak signal. Amplifier is a device. Second thing, amplifier. What is amplifier? Amplifier is a device which amplifies small or weak signal and gives us a desired output. It's called amplifier. Now we are going to see the classification of amplifier. There are different ways to classify amplifiers. We can classify them by their class of operation or by their types of coupling, which coupling is used, or by their frequency. According to their frequency range, according to their coupling, and according to their class of operation, we can classify them. Firstly, we are going to see the classification according to class of operation. Here how the amplifier can be classified according to their class of operation. So first, according to class of operation, first type is class A operation. First, class A operation. In class A amplification or in class A operation, amplifier or transistor in the amplifier operates in the active region all times. That means suppose this is the input signal, then transistor operates upon all the times. What I say? Class A operation means that transistor operates in active region all the times. That means it is going to amplify full signal. This means that collector current flows through 360 like this, 360 instead of doing this or this, 180 plus 180, 360 of an AC cycle. In class A operation, quiescent point is somewhere near the middle point. Quiescent point is somewhere near the middle point of the load line. Suppose this is the load line, and in this class A operation, this is the quiescent point or Q point. Okay, and quiescent point, this is the saturated, and this is the cutoff region. Cutoff region and saturated region, and quiescent point is lying in between the saturation and cutoff point. That is, quiescent point or Q point is somewhere near the middle of the saturating or cut off the transistor, which would distort the signal. Okay. Now we are going to see the second class of operation, that is class B. Class B operation. In class B operation, it means that collector current flows for only half cycle. That is, suppose this is the full cycle, and collector current flows for only half cycle, that is 180 degree, and remaining for 180 degree it does not collector current flow through the transistor. In this case, the designer has to locate the quiescent point at the cutoff point. So suppose this is the load line and this is the saturation current point and this is cutoff point. What I say, in class A, quiescent point is located in between this, and now here the quiescent point is located near the cutoff region. That means here quiescent point in class B operation. Then only a positive half AC base voltage can generate collector current, and this decreases wasted in heat. This decreases the wasted heat in power transistor. Now, third operation or third type, class C operation. Class C operation. In this class C operation, it means that the collector current flows for less than 180. In class A, collector current flows through 360 degree. In class B, collector current flows for 180 degree. And in class C operation collector, it means that collector current flows for less than 180 degree of the AC half cycle. Okay. With such operation, only part of positive half cycle, not full, not half, only part of positive half cycle of AC base voltage produces collector current. As a result, we acquire brief pulse of collector current. So, I am going to explain simultaneously. In class A, full cycle of operation is there. In class B, only positive half cycle is there, and in class C, only some part less than. This is half cycle. Okay, in this way. So, Now the next point or next class of operation. Next class of operation. Types of coupling. What is coupling? In SIBC level, you studied well the class A, class B, class C, basic introductory part. Now here, what I say, at SIBC level, you studied single stage transistor amplifier. That means by using single transistor. Now, sometimes it is necessary to connect two or more stages of transistor together. Then and then suppose in audio system, at least 3-stage transistor is required. 3 stage, that means 3 single stage amplifier are connected together. Okay, and when they are connected together, there is called cascading or coupling. Coupling of first stage with second stage. There is a coupling or cascading. Okay, what I am saying, what I am going to say, cascading or coupling means the way of connecting the different type of stages of transistor amplifier together. So what type of coupling is there? According to that, transistor is classified. Okay. See here, suppose this is first stage transistor. This is single stage transistor amplifier. And here, this is base. Base current. This is emitter. Like this. And suppose this is the next stage. This we would like to connect next stage. So to next stage, if we use capacitor, that means in output of first stage is connected to input of second stage, and if that is used, sorry, what I say, there are two. See, this is first stage and this is second stage. This is transistor Q1 and this is transistor Q2. Now we are going to connect these two stages together. That means output of the first stage is provided or is served as input for second stage. And if this is done by using capacitor, then this type of coupling is called capacitive coupling. Okay, this is the way. Now, coupling, capacitor, transmit here, coupling, this is called coupling capacitor because which is coupled to first stage and second stage. The coupling of capacitor transmit the amplified AC voltage to the next stage. Okay. Now suppose instead of this, if we use another device or we use another component, which is that, suppose we use transformer. This is the transformer. If we use, that means by using transformer, if we connect the output of first stage to the base of second stage, then this is transformer coupling. This is the second type of coupling. Now, another type, there is transistor coupling. So firstly we see the capacitive coupling, then second we see transformer coupling. In transformer coupling, AC voltage is coupled to the transformer to the next stage. Transformer coupling and capacitive coupling are both example of AC coupling. Transformer and capacitor, both the examples of AC coupling, which block the DC voltage. Okay, and direct coupling is different than these two. We can give the output of first stage to the input of second stage. This is the direct coupling, and this is different. Direct coupling is different from capacitive coupling and what? Transformer coupling. Now in such coupling, collector of first transistor is directly, in direct coupling, collector of first transistor amplifier is connected to base of second transistor coupling. Because of such coupling, both DC and AC voltage are coupled. But when we use transformer or capacitor, there is a only transformation of AC, not DC, because capacitor and transformer block DC. As there is no lower frequency, limit, the direct coupling is also called DC coupling. Okay. Now, range of frequency. According to range of frequency, amplifiers can be described by stating amplifier operates in audible range. What is the audible range? Audible range is 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz. 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz. Sorry. Okay. 20 kilohertz. This is the range of audio frequency. And radio frequency, that is RF frequency, which is having the frequency range above the 20 kilohertz. So the RF amplifier in AM radio, FM radio and AM radio. You listen this word. AM means amplitude modulation and FM means frequency modulation. The RF amplifiers in amplitude AM radio, that is amplitude modulation radio, amplifies the frequency between 535 to 605 Hz. Audio frequency range. The RF amplifier in AM radio, that is amplitude modulation radio, amplifies the frequency range between 535 Hz to 1605 Hz. Sorry, kilohertz, not hertz only. Kilohertz. 535 kilohertz to 1605 kilohertz. This is the range of amplifier, RF amplifier in AM radio. While RF amplifier in FM radio, FM frequency modulation radio is 88 megahertz to 108 megahertz. This is about AM radio, and this is FM radio. Okay. Now, see here, amplifier are also classified in different ways. Narrow band amplifier and wide band amplifier. In narrow band amplifier, or in a single sentence we can say that narrow band amplifier works over small frequency range, that is 450 hertz to 460 hertz. That is very small difference between. Narrow band amplifier works over a small range like this. Therefore, narrow band amplifier are usually tuned RF amplifier, radio frequency amplifier. When we want to change the station, radio station or TV station. Okay. So for that purpose, narrow band amplifier is used because it is very sensitive and it works over a very small frequency range, that is 450 Hz to 460 kilohertz. Okay. Narrow band amplifier are usually tuned RF amplifier, which means that their AC load is at high quiescent tank tuned to radio station or TV channel. What I say? This narrow band amplifier is used in radio station, radio or TV channel. Okay. Now next one, broadband or wide band amplifier. This is narrow band amplifier. Now there is another class according to frequency range. Right? Wide band amplifier. That is wide band amplifier operates over the range, or wide band amplifier operates over a large frequency range, that is 0 to 1 megahertz. 0 to 1 megahertz. Wide band amplifier are usually untuned. They cannot be tuned, and hence their AC load is resistive. Okay. Now the circuitry for narrow band amplifier and wide band amplifier, we are going to look that circuitry. In narrow band amplifier, that is tuned RF amplifier, it has LC tank circuit which is resonant at some frequency. If tank circuit has a high quiescent point, then bandwidth is narrow, and the output is capacitively coupled to next stage. That means in narrow band coupling is capacitive coupling, whereas in wide band, or we can say another type of RF amplifier, in such amplifier some narrow bands output signal is transformer coupling. We just look the figure because it is not necessary to check or to study their working. Only we are going to see how these are connected. Okay. Suppose this is single stage transistor amplifier. This is the transistor. This is emitter. This is collector. And collector and emitter. In emitter there is a resistor, emitter resistor. There is also collector resistor, CE, and these two. This is tank circuit. And here in SIBC you studied this is these two resistors which is perform voltage divider base bisection, and here is the input. Capacitor is connected between input and base of this transistor. Now there is another tank circuit which is at collector point. This is for positive VCC terminal, and here C and N. This is LC tank circuit. This is LC tank circuit and this is RE circuit. This is used for frequency tuning and this is used according to this RC coupling. There is protection to quiescent point from thermal runaway in resistor. Okay. Now this is the first stage and this is the output. 2. Next stage. If here like this, there is another stage. This is first stage and there is another stage. And when first stage is connected to another stage by by using capacitor, then this is capacitive coupling. Through this capacitor, we can connect the output of first stage, that is from collector to the base of second stage. This is capacitive coupling. And next is, if we instead of this, if we use transformer, this is done by looking this. Only we make change. Suppose here, this is the primary of transformer, this is the secondary coil of transformer. If in this way, output of first stage from collector through this transformer is given to the input for second stage, that is collector, output from collector of first stage, collector of transistor of first stage is connected to the base of transistor of second stage. This is first one. When we use capacitor, is called capacitive coupling, and when this we use transformer, then this is transformer coupling. This is transformer coupling. In this way, we studied about the classification of transformers, classification of amplifier, or about various type of amplifier. Now in next lecture, we will study every class of operation in detail. That means in next lecture, we will start from class A operation, power amplifier. Till then, we shall stop here. Have a good day. Thank you.